Today I'm going to be talking about the little meditation tip that I use that helps keep me a little more zen. My name is Tessa Shears. I'm a wellness expert, habit coach, and productivity expert. Basically what I do is I help men and women take all the crazy things going on in their busy schedules and make it a system of habits so that you can get done what's important. You know those priority tasks? I help you get them done. So I had someone over in our She Takes Action Facebook group this morning ask me a question. And she said, I'm working on meditation, so I've committed to a 10-minute one every morning before leaving for work, which I think is fantastic. And then she says, I'd be grateful for any tips as I am new to meditation. So I wanted to tell you a couple tips that I have found that really work and then tell you what changed the game for me. So the biggest thing that I would recommend when you're starting out meditation is find something that works specifically for you. There are so many types of meditation out there. So you just have to keep trying until you find something that works. So there are three kinds that I have tried personally, and I'm going to speak to those. The first type is where you're sitting quietly on your pillow or wherever you want, and you're sitting in silence, and you are just letting yourself be. You're letting your thoughts drift through. So it's kind of more like a silent meditation. So there's that option there. Your second option is a guided meditation. So this is the one that if I'm going to meditate, I tend to gravitate to this one of the three I'm going to tell you about here. Guided meditations are basically when there is someone guiding you on how to think. So for me, I have an insanely busy mind. It chatters at me all the time. So I find, especially when I'm getting back into the habit of meditation, sometimes I need something a little more structured. So a guided meditation might be, it's either it's a voice, usually a soft, soothing voice, and it's overlaying a music track, and perhaps it's telling you, focus on your breathing. Now we're going to move to your shoulders, and I want you to think about this. It basically guides you through the meditation process. So if you've never done it before, this might be a really good place to start. The third type, and this is one that I haven't experimented with personally, but I know there's a lot of people that find successful. They focus on a phrase or an intention throughout the entire meditation. So my phrase for this last couple months is I am determined to make this work. I've got a project in the works right now, and that's what I'm focusing on. So what I could do is during the meditation, I could sit there and I could focus my energy on that phrase and give it life and experience what it'll feel like when everything is, working and successful and I'm achieving my outcomes. So that's another type. So again, you have the silent meditation, you have the type of meditation in which it's guided, and then you also have one where you focus continually on a phrase. It could even just be again and again and again. So those are three types of meditation that I have tried. Me personally, I found this app way back at the beginning when I started trying to meditate, and it was called calm.com. That's C-A-L-M, like I'm calm.com. And it was beautiful because it has some guided meditations. I mean, there are a lot of paid features on the app, but there's enough free ones to get you started. There are some soundscapes, there are some guided meditations, and what I really like about this app is there's a meditation timer on there. So say you want to do your 10 minutes, all you have to do is set your timer for 10 minutes and it'll give you a soft guided meditation or even just some background music for 10 minutes and then slowly transition you out. So all you have to do is really meditate and the app takes care of the rest. So I found that was really helpful. So now I'm going to tell you what changed the game for me. I mean, I was totally on board with I want to be someone who meditates. I mean, we hear all the benefits about it, productivity, wellness, mental health. But this one podcast I listened to changed the game. I'm going to try to go find it when I'm done this live video, and I'm going to comment it below because I highly recommend it. And it was on a type of meditation called movement meditation. And I was like, I didn't even know I had been doing it until I heard it had a name, and I was like, oh my gosh. So movement meditation is when you are putting the body through a series of rhythmic activities that are right, left, right, left, right, left, really repetitive. So things like biking, walking, jogging, certain yoga flow sequences. The other one that they said was like a Tai Chi or, one of those that you're slowly moving. So apparently what was discussed was that when you do this rhythmic activity, so I want you to think of jogging, the step, 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 step. it has a kind of an effect on the brain that they call bilateral stimulation, and it stimulates calm, relaxation, creativity, all of these other great things. And I didn't realize that maybe about 2 months ago. I had taken up jogging because I really wanted to shake up my program, but I had also paired it with a podcast. So there is a podcast that I listen to religiously on Thursday mornings, and it is called the Life Coach School Podcast. It has helped me work through so many bouts of anxiety. It has changed my life on who I am as a person. So that podcast, it's Thursday morning today. I downloaded it this morning, and I go for a 30-minute run. So the combination of that rhythmic activity, in addition to working through this podcast and thinking about a certain feeling. So maybe she talks about confidence for half an hour, or maybe she talks about dealing with rejection and processing through those feelings and learning how to manage my emotional state. In addition to that rhythmic activity, I find it's like a brain and a heart and a body therapy session all at once. So that rhythmic meditation might be something you want to try, because I found I just couldn't get into meditation. Maybe I need to give it another try, but that rhythmic meditation, I swim. That's another form of it. I swim twice a week. I run once a week. I do yoga. So I get it in different ways. So I really hope that that's helped. I will try to find that podcast on rhythmic meditation so you can, hear a bit more about it. And I will link it below if I find it. But otherwise, if you love this content, please give me a like. And if you have been able to successfully meditate, can you leave some tips below in the comment? I'm going to share this over at the Facebook group. Hopefully we're going to have lots of tips to share with each other so that we can try new things and find out what works. I shared what works with me. I'd love for you to share what works with you. And if you're not in the Facebook group already, I'd love you to head over to She Takes Action Facebook group. I have lots of free resources as well. If you're looking for a total wellness makeover, I have a free set of printables and my personal planning guide on how I create wellness in my life. You just have to go to TanessaShears.com/planner. You give me your email and I send my guide to you. And it is like a 12-page guide about how to revamp your nutrition, your workouts, your planning, and your productivity so that you can create habits in your life that matter. I will talk to you guys next time. Have a beautiful week. Bye.